This video tutorial will be dealing with TEK 6.7a that deals with prime factorization and exponents. Question number 1 asks us, what is the prime factorization of 196? When we see prime factorization, this means that listing all of the factors of 196 that are prime numbers. So we're going to start with making our factored tree. And we're thinking of two numbers that can be multiplied together to get 196. My first two numbers that I'm going to choose are 4 times 49. Because when you multiply 4 times 49, you get 196. But now we look at each of these numbers. Neither of them are prime, so we have to keep breaking them up into their individual factors to find prime numbers. 4 can also be written as 2 times 2. 2 is a prime number, so when we get to a prime number, we circle it at the end of our factor tree. Now looking at 49, two factors that go into 49 are 7 times 7. 7 is also prime, so we are going to circle those numbers. So the prime factorization for 196 would be 2 times 2 times 7 times 7. That's the prime factorization written in expanded form. But our answer choices are in exponential form because they have exponents in the answers. So we can also express this as 2 squared times 7 squared because there's 2 sevens, or 2 2's, so that goes for squared. There's 2 7's, so that goes squared. So our answer choice to number 1 is letter A. Now moving on to number 2. Each of these 4 students wrote an equation, and their equations are listed right here. The question asks us which of these students wrote an equation that is true. So we need to find the equations that are true. I would first start writing out each of their equations in expanded form because they are written in exponential form. So 2 cubed is the same thing as 2 times 2 times 2, and Nicole said that that equals 6. But when we multiply 2 times 2, which is 4, and then multiply it by 2 again, that's going to get us 8, which is not 6. So Nicole's equation is not true. I'm going to put an X over that one. Eric wrote that 2 to the 4th power is the same as 4 to the 2nd power. So I'm going to write it out in expanded form. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 equals 4 times 2. 4 times 4, I'm sorry. So let's see if that's true. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. So that equals 16. And then on the other side of the equation, we have 4 times 4, which is 16. So that is true. So Eric's, I'm going to circle that one because his equation is true. I'm going to write Keisha's down here where I have more room. She said that 2 times 3 squared, which is the same thing as 3 times 3, equals 2 times 9. If we solve this out, 2 times 3 is 6, and then 6 times 3 is 18, so we have 18, and then 9 times 2 is 18 as well. So that's true, so Keisha's equation is true. Now let's look at Amanda's. Amanda said that 2 to the 5th power, so that's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, is the same thing as 5 to the 2nd power, which would be 5 times 5. So if we solve this out, I'm going to break it down. 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 2 is 4, so that's 16, and then we still need this other 2. 16 times 2 is 32, and then 5 times 5 is 25. So that is not equal to each other. So Amanda's equation is not true. So that leaves us with Eric and Keisha, who wrote true equations. So that gets us answer choice C. Now let's look at question number 3. Sarah correctly wrote her grandmother's age of 72 as 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Which of the following would express her grandmother's age in exponential form? Exponential form is taking the expanded form and writing it using exponents. So we have 2 being multiplied by itself 1, 2, 3 times. So we're going to have 2 to the 3rd power times, and then we have these 3's right here being multiplied by itself 2 times. So in exponential form, our answer would be 2 cubed times 3 squared. And those are our answers, and the problems worked out using TEAC 6.7a over exponents.